RV. And this one. 0% on this Pilot. And that Pipe. 0% on this CRV. That one too. 0% on the Passport. And 0% on the Ridgeline. Act fast to take home a versatile and rugged Honda during the final days of the Honda 0% event. Well-qualified buyers can get a great deal, like 0% APR financing on the purchase of select Honda models.
I Smile Dental. I would like to make an appointment, please.
Of course. Have you traveled within the last 14 days, and are you showing symptoms of coughing, difficulty breathing, or fever?
Yeah, I got Balenci's in the bathroom. I used to be fiending for them, dreaming in the classroom. 4 years later and my rack's blue, and my whole team is seeing green like Yoshi acts too. And the whole world is conversating about your waistline. And mental health days make you guilty cause you waste time. Got a story but I don't know how to pace it. Yeah, got Balenci's in the bathroom. Starving for affection, someone meet me in the back room. I'm not insane, it's been a minute, but if we talking about a game, I know I'm about to win it.
All right, guys, you ready to record another great episode of Giants Talk?
Yeah, let's rock.
Dwayne, you're muted.
No, you got to hit the. You're still muted. This isn't going to work, is it?
The new Giants Talk podcast, hosted by Alex Pavlovich and Cole Kuiper. Special appearances by yours truly, Dwayne Kuiper. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Puts on all of All-Star in one night of showmanship. They'll play it forward to support historically black colleges and universities. One night of skills challenge, three-point competition,
what a display of shooting,
slam dunk contest,
are you not entertained?
And the All-Star game.
The best pickup game you'll see.
NBA All-Star.
We'll have some fun tonight.
March 7th on TNT.
Warriors basketball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. Wouldn't it be nice to drive the most trusted brand in California? Take a test drive at your local dealer today. By Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV. And by Ram, the first truck brand to win Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 years straight. Visit ram.com today.
The City of Dreams, the Big Apple, New York City, with the Knicks leading as our Jack in the Box at the half continues. And pretty entertaining first half. I formally thought that the Warriors would play a quality game informally without your jacket on.
I got hot. I got hot.
You got hot like Derrick Rose got hot.
I got hot.
That's what it was.
I'm thinking about the Warriors defensively making it a little tougher on the Knicks in the paint. Right? This is a team that gets a big percentage of their points in the paint. Communicate a little better, cut down some of those mistakes, their pick and rolls, all those different things. You got Derrick Rose driving in there, so clog that paint up and then close out to the three-point shot secondarily.
Yeah, that high pick and roll, you had Peyton and Derrick Rose combined for 22 points. And our forward plays of the day, 5 of 27 the two previous games, but 5 of 7 in the first half tonight.
Getting to the rim in a lot of different ways. His three-point shot, try to close out to that as best as you can. But he still has some explosiveness, and this is on the offensive side for the Warriors.
But Kent Bazemore, 3 threes from essentially the same spot, and know your role and know where you're good at, and you like the 9 off the bench for KB.
And his teammates are creating for him. It's all about playing together.
So our KFC bucket chart brought to you by your hometown KFC. And Derrick Rose, he got
and you're going to have to make sure you move your feet if you're Understand he's trying to get to the rim. He does have the mid-range game. The 3-ball, you can live with him shooting at times, but clog that paint up, make it tough at the rim.
Yeah, and I think you hit on it, that high pick and roll, that's sort of the key, because the point guards are getting off and they're getting points in the paint with the roller. So how the Warriors deal with that, as Nerlens Noel with Elfrid Payton. And there's Draymond. That's one way to deal with it. Knock it away.
That's a great defensive position to start.
And then Wiggins, they're going to count that. Now, we didn't see a continuation on a Bazemore shot, but Wiggins is going to get the foul and the field goal.
Defense leads the offense. He sees Julius Randle coming over, and Julius Randle was going to try to foul him the whole time. He was single-minded in that approach, and he did not think that Andrew Wiggins would get the continuation.
That's Randle's first foul. So Wiggins joins Steph in double figures, and now both Curry and Wiggins 11 each to lead the Dubs.
But last possession, they double-teamed the pick and roll. They rotated. They helped recover. So you want to continue that.
Elfrid Payton and Randle with that high look. With Randle, we mentioned 5.5 assists. He's kind of the hub. And Steph made Bullock give it up. Shot clock down to 2. And that is the way to play defense. And out of bounds, that will be Knick basketball, but Oubre contested that beautifully.
Well, this is how you go on runs. You string stops together. That's 2 great defensive possessions to start the half. Well, they still have the ball.
But rebounding, that will be kind of the next thing. 29-20 New York advantage. RJ Barrett with the post-up. Draymond comes to double. Shot clock down to 4. Randle making something out of nothing. 3 straight stops and a 24-second violation. How about that? I mean, they right now, the Warriors look very engaged this first minute defensively.
You can tell they talked about some things at halftime.
Steph to Oubre, but there's Nerlens Noel. And Curry, little step back 3. Impossible for anyone else, but just routine for him.
And they ran the Steph back screen. They switched that. That didn't work. Steph's defender topped him. Go back door. If your first option doesn't work, keep playing.
Bullock, he loves that 3-point line. Nerlens Noel couldn't pull the rebound. Draymond probing. Curry just kind of weaving through the lane into the shot blocker. Draymond hitting to an open spot. And Looney coming up with it. Curry, the fancy dribbling, and then the little 2-pointer. And Tom Thibodeau has seen enough of that.
Steph hasn't missed a beat.
So Curry, 16. I think he got healthy on the 2 days off in between.
The ECG app lets me take an ECG without needing an appointment or a fancy machine or even needing to move a muscle.
Because if I want to take an electrocardiogram,
I'm going to take an electrocardiogram.
right here,
Right now.
With a full range of BMW X vehicles available, no matter what adventure lies around the corner, there's an X for that.
Hurry in, release a 2021 BMW X5 S-Drive 40i for $679 per month.
Explore from anywhere. Work from anywhere. Recharge from anywhere. Anywhere is possible when your vehicle is serviced with Jiffy Lube. Your skilled technicians are here to help keep you and your vehicle moving forward. Anywhere is possible with Jiffy Lube.
The Harry's razor is not the same. Our razors have 5 German-engineered blades designed to stay sharp, so you can enjoy lasting comfort. And we never upcharge you for high quality. Harry's, available in store and at harrys.com.
Better than my competitors. Through the clutter, that's courtesy of my editors. Play high stakes, take to inherit this. Same way the earth rotate, I let the record spin. Yeah, I'm on top of my game. I got everything you need, so the channel never changed.
Warriors basketball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Big O Tires. Tires, service, straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
The distinctive skyline of Gotham City in New York. With the Warrior lead at 4. Warrior fans, with Xfinity Mobile, you can save hundreds on the most reliable network nationwide. Your wireless, your rules only with Xfinity Mobile. And Steve Kerr's got to be very pleased with the first couple minutes of this quarter.
Warriors want to sustain this effort, this level of intensity, this attention to detail defensively. And you got that man rolling offensively.
Said the Knicks averaged only 103, so they're 59 in that first half was some pyrotechnics. Bullock challenged, but you're going to get a foul. And this is going to be offensive. Looney went to block that, but I think the free arm was the shove.
The off arm. I'm going to say it's a pretty good play. You got Nerlens Noel setting a screen for Andrew Wiggins and got the help right at the rim. A little bit of an off arm. Oh, no, I think it was on Nerlens Noel.
Yeah.
It was on Nerlens Noel.
Going for the rebound.
Put back.
And Thibodeau's going to get a technical foul there. He did not like that call.
Oh, that's smart. The Warriors helping each other. Steph willed that free throw in.
Yeah, an assistant with numerous different teams. Great head coaching job in Chicago. Really, I think Thibodeau's best work, obviously with New York, but when he was Doc Rivers' assistant in Boston, he was kind of one of the architects with Doc for championship defense. And so Randall got a tee right after Thibodeau did. So, if you would put Steph Curry at the line shooting technical free throws all day, that's fun.
The frustration setting in.
Well, Steph's got 17. Draymond looking for cutters. Oubre wing 3, rimming it out. There's Looney fighting on the glass. It'll be Knicks ball. Now, keep an eye on it. That was Nerlens Noel's third foul, the one that Thibodeau didn't like. Without Mitchell Robinson, they got to go to Taj Gibson. So a fourth foul on Nerlens Noel would be big.
Thin up top.
And Looney contesting that. Looney trying to box out, but Payton just quicker to the ball. And Elfrid Payton, tell you what, he's an underappreciated point guard.
I was going to say, that's smart on Looney's part. He gapped him, gave him the 3 ball, but then just forgot to box him out.
That's a tough. Yeah. And there's the cut from Oubre. What has gotten into him in this last month moving without the ball?
It's beautiful offense. Beautiful. I believe that was a screen, a back screen that he used to perfection.
They're telling Draymond, you're by yourself on Randall. Steph is right attached to Bullock. They're daring Payton to shoot. That is the scheme right there. And that lead pass, unfortunately, becomes a turnover.
Got to look at the good pass, unlike this last one. No, never mind. We're not going to get it.
Draymond, 7 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, but the rare turnover there. And R.J. Barrett flat. And Steph, rebound in motion. And all these fouls, we're early in this third. This is a way to get into the bonus, particularly on the road.
That's what you want. It's sometimes tough with all the stoppages, but when they're going your way, you can use it to your advantage.
So Barrett now with 3. Nerlens Noel with 3. Steph hiding behind Looney. Gets it back to him. Then the cutting Oubre. Oh, man. Kelly Oubre's movement. He's got 11 now, but just the way he scored the last 12 games.
He's just looking at his defender, turned his head. He's watching the ball. Didn't see man and ball.
Randall's always their bailout. Knicks are struggling. Get it to Randall. So the double team comes. Shot clock down to 7. And then Randall put his head down, and he will be fouled on the pass.
See, you had him right where you wanted him. We got to look at Oubre's last bucket. This is the movement without the ball. They're running pick and roll, and R.J. Barrett is just so focused on the action with Steph and Looney, forgot about his man.
The lob to Nerlens Noel. And Looney tapped his chest. They did not play that well.
That's tough. They double team the ball, and the ball screen's happening almost right off the block. You get no help.
Steph tried to sneak it inside. Good defense, Nerlens Noel. Behind the back to Looney, and very patient. He kind of stapled Nerlens Noel to the ground.
Well, he thought about passing it. And he was like, you know what? I'm close enough to the basket. Let me just try to power up. You got to finish that highlight reel pass from Steph. Come on now.
R.J. Barrett has been bottled up. We mentioned the average is 25 against the Dubs. Randall will get to the line. Looney came with the foul.
So he went so quick because he didn't want to get double teamed. But this is the creativity from Steph. Okay, what do I do here? 2 defenders around me. Let me just wrap it around my back. Kevon Looney's like, should I pass this out? No, that was too good of a pass. I got to go up and finish and get my guy this assist. Like, do I pass it to? No one's there. Yeah, finish. Go ahead.
Looney's got 4 assists, 3 rebounds. That was his only field goal attempt. He made it. And just in 11 minutes, just the steadying of Kevon Looney, then the athleticism of Wiseman, and just like, it's so good to have most of the roster back.
Well, with Kevon Looney, you honestly have to watch him because he's going to do a lot of stuff that gets no stats. Right. He's going to set great screens at the right time. He's going to move the ball. He's going to get the assist before the hockey assist. Or the pass before the hockey assist.
Wiggins lasering that in. And just to back up your point, the Warriors were down 4 at halftime, right? But Looney was +8 in the minutes he played. So they were -12 when he sat.
That's when I like the plus negative. Sometimes I don't like it very much. But with him, it's perfect.
You look at the trend. Don't just take one game, but just the trend. And there was Looney sending away Barrett, who now throws it away to Steph. Running to Oubre, who'll high-rise and put it down.
Kelly Oubre Jr. is always ahead of the break. And that basically worked as an outlet pass to Steph. It was perfect. Forcing turnovers.
Warriors' biggest lead right now. Tell you, Draymond's working hard on Randall, but Randall's really good. Looney there deflecting it. Oubre tipped it away. Steph fastest man to the ball, but he touched it last.
They're collapsing on Julius Randle's drives. First of all, Draymond did a great job on the ball, but this is the Warriors making it tougher in the paint. We talked about this. They want to get to the rim, make it tough on them, and defense turns to offense, forcing turnovers, make it tough.
And Peyton down the lane, laying on the rim. Draymond just tipped it away. Wiggins, he has Noel behind him. We said if Nerlens Noel gets his 4th foul, New York's in trouble. Wiggins, no one's underneath. And he's like, I'm going to step back and shoot a 3.
That's how you feel they got
another turnover. And then Steph steals it. Curry 3, rimming out. I don't know what Oubre was doing, but he will take that one out of bounds.
You have to laugh at that. He thought he was going to get up higher than he was able to. He tried to throw it in. Oh, my goodness.
I'm still... I got a thought on that Wiggins 3 I'm going to run by you in a second. As Randall show and go. And you're going to get it 3 seconds in the key. All right, so Andrew Wiggins and Jimmy Butler, okay? He took that personal. Is he, and this is the Oubre kind of craziness here, but with Thibodeau being his former coach, you'd think, hey, he's going back. Except Tom Thibodeau met with Steve Kerr when they traded for Wiggins and said, Wiggins is a great kid. This is how we got the most out of him. I loved coaching him. There was no issue there.
There was no issue there. And Andrew Wiggins is the kind of guy. He's not really...
Nerlens Noel, good block. Finish your Wiggins thought.
Yeah, I don't feel like he's one of those guys that wants to get revenge or really thinks too much about that. The Jimmy Butler thing, maybe a tiny bit different, how crazy that was. Maybe he was thinking about that a little bit. For the most part, he's so easy going. He's not really thinking about all that.
Peyton with the little floater, and Steve Kerr will use a timeout. But yeah, Wiggins, a 1-on-none 3. How hot am I? Well, the Warriors have flipped this 3rd quarter completely around.
Who's that? A free TurboTax Live tax expert.
Why do you need a tax expert?
His advice is free, and I can file for free.
Is my son still a dependent if he eats my food?
File a simple return for free, now with advice from a TurboTax Live expert.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can I have a little more? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I love you. A, B, C, D.
might tell you ain't gonna be able to do it, but I was able to make it to the NBA. As far as making it to the top, it's even harder to stay there. I'm doing this for the fans. Pushing past the pain, putting in the work to recover. Be strong, make my city proud. To be back on top.
Next July, experience an Olympics unlike any other.
Our T-Mobile Coast to Coast, these are the Western All-Star reserves, and incredibly well-deserved. I'm looking for Devin Booker, and he is not on that list.
I need to see Devin Booker on there. I would have taken Chris Paul off. I understand you appreciate Chris Paul and the veteran leadership that he's brought to the Suns, defense, all those different things. This is the East.
I have no issue with the East.
I like the East.
And I think I
was glad to see Zach LaVine get in there.
The coaches picked the reserves. I didn't have a problem with the fans' vote other than
Luka.
Well, to me, I would look at Brooklyn. They're great, and I love the players on there. But, games played matter to me.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you're 32 games in and, there's guys who've missed half the season for numerous reasons, can you be an all-star if you miss half the year?
It was going to be tough to keep someone like Kevin Durant.
Well, no, I mean, you can't have a game without KD and Kyrie.
Right.
James Wiseman is fouled. So that's just always, kind of the durability. Steph missed that one game. That's the only game he's missed all year.
Right.
Like, I value that. That's where the Karl Malones and the Michael Jordans were even better for me because they never missed.
I hear you. I would have probably not had Anthony Davis in there.
Okay.
Because I just feel like, his numbers are all-star-ish, but not for him. Yeah, I feel like it's a down season for him.
And the one thing, and I'm going to pull back on this, in this COVID year, I'm not dinging anybody for missing a game because it's so funky for everyone. Yeah. So
it's an asterisk. If it's
exactly
COVID misses.
Yeah. So the health and safety protocols also makes games missed a little.
But I would have had Damian Lillard as a starter instead of Luka.
I agree with that 100%. Especially with Portland's record, because I value winning too. Wiseman made both free throws, and Barrett is fouled on the baseline. Barrett is 1 of 7. So credit to New York that they had the offense they had, but normally he's one of their engines.
And I don't think we've seen this trio, but him, Quickly, and Randall together offensively
are their best little three-man offensive unit.
So I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen them on the court together this game.
They're trying to get Barrett going, but the Warriors are aware of that. Randall, well contested by Wiseman. But rebounding is becoming an issue in this game. When Wiseman goes out to contest that shot, the other guys in blue got to get it.
That's the frustration. You're doing a much better job making it tough on them in the paint. Got to finish the defensive possession.
Second chance points. The Warriors are fortunate. It's only 16-10 as Steph was fouled.
Noel is asking for a challenge.
And Thibodeau got a tee. Randall's gotten a tee. I could see why the Knicks would be a little spicy.
Noel just reaching in. Yeah, that's all ball.
Yep, that is.
They challenge that would get overturned.
And we pointed out at the 8-minute mark, all those team fouls piling up. Every little whistle now is multiple free throws for the Dubs.
Bonus.
If I put you against Steph in a free throw contest, how long would you last?
How long would I last? Like, I would keep shooting if that's what you mean. I would last forever.
But because Steve Kerr used to do free throw contests with
Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr can still shoot.
Hey, don't sleep on your 80%.
Solid. I can shoot it, but Steph is next level.
And now Curry with the foul.
Well, don't join him in the fouling. You want to stay disciplined down here. You've had a great third quarter. Came out of halftime with your intensity through the roof. You want to stay there. Be disciplined. Yeah. Don't bail them out.
And the Warriors have been good on both ends. It's not just a bunch of scoring. Nerlens Noel. And he used the rim to kind of bother Wiseman there.
They did a great job of passing that one late, making Wiseman commit just a little more. He's trying to play in between. Made it tough on him.
Noel's got 8. Curry catch and shoot 3. And then here come the Knicks. 11-point lead inside 4 minutes remaining in the third. Knicks were up 4 at the break. Randall, you see that passing. And he sets up Burks for 3.
Burks did a great job of sliding to his right to the corner. And Bazemore lost sight of him just for a second. And that's the playmaking ability of Julius Randle.
Oh, beautiful. Wiseman and Draymond on the same page.
And guess why that happened? Because Steph came off of him. His screen. His defender took a step towards Steph. You know the rest.
So Wiseman's got 10 off the bench in his 12 minutes. And they got it out of Payton's hands. Now Barrett getting left. Wiseman changed that shot. And then Oubre the long rebound. Draymond attacking, dropping it off, and Big Jim able to float it in. Draymond Green and James Wiseman together. He will tutor him defensively. He will feed him offensively. As good as Steph and Clay and Wiggins are, how good is that group going to look together?
Something to be excited about when you think about the future. Draw his man in. Make it easy for the big man. Or his size showing up.
In a new Toyota, you don't just get to your destination. You get to enjoy the journey. Because when your hands are on the wheel, the world is at your fingertips. Wouldn't it be nice to get out and go in a new Toyota? Get 0% APR financing on 8 of Toyota's most popular models like RAV4, Camry, Corolla, and Prius Prime. All Toyotas come with Toyota Safety Sense and Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. Toyota, let's go places.
The Warrior shop item of the game, 20% off a Stephen Curry Classic Edition jersey. Use the code IOTG20 at checkout and shop.warriors.com. I like that Curry jersey right there. The Oakland Forever's amazing. The Cable Car City jerseys. That's 20% off.
That's probably my favorite jersey right there.
You like it in the gold, not the blue?
Yes. I like them both. Okay. I just like that jersey. That's one. I have that one hanging up in the closet.
2,000 fans for the first time this year for the Knicks.
Socially distanced.
And I would love it, particularly we get into the testing and the safety and everybody getting vaccinated. It'd be great to have Dub Nation back in Chase Center.
Can't wait to see them back.
But if you're just getting home for work or just tuning in, Wiseman back, Looney back, Curry back. Randall for 3.
He's shooting that well, around 41%. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's doing the Carmelo three-point celebration. 3 fingers to the head. Tracy Murray?
It is. Tracy Morgan.
Morgan.
And Steph, blocked by Taj Gibson. And Randall handling. Alec Burks. Burks, I'll tell you what, he was not much of a three-point shooter earlier in his career. He's become like a cold-blooded 40% three-point shooter off the bench. And the Knicks are right back in it.
With his quickness and ability to get to the rim, it makes him even tougher to guard.
Oubre couldn't get an angle to get it to Wiseman. That ball deflected. Still be Warrior ball with 10 to shoot.
You can feel it here. The Knicks have a little momentum. Transition, opportunists in transition. You saw Randall make the pass, but not only make the pass, screen off the man that could close out.
Warriors' biggest lead was 13. Payton's a good defender, but Steph will quick shot him and drop in a 3.
Hey, Payton thought he was close enough. It's that quick release. It's just lethal.
So Steph is 6 of 14, but 5 of those are 3s. Randall made 1. Randall will get himself to the line.
That's tough because Kelly Oubre Jr. fell down and he had to get back up. As soon as he got up, Randall was in attack mode. No way to cut him off.
7th pick of the Lakers in 2014. He's still only 26. The evolution of his game is really remarkable.
Well, this is his best year by far, but he's been a really good player, someone that's really dangerous. Ask Draymond Green. He's always had the face-up game. We're talking about his ability to make plays for his teammates now and lead the break and see the floor. His vision has gotten better. So I just think it comes from experience, film study, figuring out other ways to be effective and really make your teammates better.
Isn't that when you're young, good players do for themselves, great players do for others type of thing? And
yeah, it's just growth. Like, it's not just about scoring and getting yours. Now he's confident in his own ability to where he can be unselfish. I'm going to get mine. Well, let me bring my teammates along for the ride, too.
When he was a rookie with the Lakers, I thought, okay, he'll be like a Zach Randolph type, right? And then now you just see the assists and the three-point shooting. Burks deflected that. We'll call it a pass to Curry. A little Curry flurry as Steph hits a couple triples.
That works. It's so funny and frustrating for the Knicks because they double team his pick and roll. They're like, okay, we got him out of the play. And then all of a sudden he pops up and knocks one down.
15 in the third for 30. Derrick Rose missing short. Taj Gibson to an open spot. They double team Randall, but they leave Burks. And the Warriors fortunate there.
Super fortunate. Got to get some rotation or something to the shooters.
Steph attacking. Wiseman had picked up the dribble. Steph around Payton, serving it up. Wiseman keeping it alive, but Taj Gibson comes up with it. Derrick Rose and Taj Gibson have been with Thibodeau at multiple stops, so that's why they're here. And Randall, I'm telling you, this guy is something else.
He's handling it pick and roll, shooting threes off of pick and roll. Tough.
They're making him work 6 of 16, but he's got 20. Oubre will attack and float it up and out. Gibson with the rebound. That was the 2-for-1 as Oubre shot that. The skip pass. And Derrick Rose missing that three. So he's coming back to earth after that 4-for-4 start. So shot clock off. Down 4 at halftime. Push it to 13. Leading by 7 right now. Wiseman with the big step. Wiseman floating it in.
Again, Steph came off of his screen and is creating easy baskets for the big man.
14 points in 16 minutes for Wiseman. Move without the ball. Draymond will find you. And the Warriors trying to get a win on the road with the fourth quarter on the way.
Making your life easy is what Provident Credit Union is all about. Like our Super Reward Checking. It's free checking with a high interest rate. And you can use any ATM, anywhere, at no charge. Super Reward Checking from Provident Credit Union.
As a talking bucket of KFC, dinner time is my time to shine. Grab some piping hot chicken, young man. Much better than microwave hot dogs, right, Dad? Eat up. I'm doing the cooking tonight. Get KFC tonight with free delivery.
Dub Nation. Warriors basketball is in full swing. Bigger and better than ever. And we've got you covered.
His shot decision. Oh, Wiseman spikes it. Front court. Draymond finds him another three. 62.
Stay up to date with all your Warriors coverage with Dubs Talk. Hosted by Grant Liffman and Kendra Andrews. Part of the NBC Sports Podcast Network.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes now. Could spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going through changes, through all of the strangeness. I'm going through changes now.
This is Black History Month. This is Black History Month. And so is this. And this. This is Black History Month. This is Black History Month. So is this. And this.
Our Toyota game summary. You know, the guys said it on Warrior Pregame Live. You can't have a must-win right now. But you know what? Tonight kind of felt like you got to get this. And so here they have the lead with Steph and Wiseman and Oubre and Wiggins, Draymond, everybody playing well. And you know what we get to, Kalena? We get to a lead in the fourth quarter. Have we seen that movie before on this road trip?
We have. We definitely have. And this group that's coming in without Steph, can you sustain that lead or even extend it? And Andrew Wiggins is going to be super aggressive.
Well, they're putting Pascal at the 4 here. He's going to work on Obi Toppin. He's got to either leave the lane, get rid of the ball. He does. And then that was to beat the shot clock, and he kind of put Wiggins in a bad spot. So Steve Kerr said he was going to have Pascal play some 4. So Looney starts with this group at the 5. Taj Gibson. You know, Burks is going to keep firing, but these are the rebounds. If you've got Looney and Pascal on the glass, that should help.
And make sure you rotate out of that double team to the shooters.
Oh. And Looney thought Bazemore would stay, and instead he went to the corner. So keep an eye on this second unit here. Warriors done a good job taking care of the ball against a very good defensive team. Burks and Gibson, along with Rose and Quickly, and Obi Toppin. Now, that is in front of the Warrior bench. The officials communicating. C.J. Washington looking over at Mitchell Irvin, and it will be Knicks ball with 4 to shoot.
But that time they rotated out of the double team much better. You're double teaming the pick and roll. Get to the shooters in the corner. Burks is one of those shooters.
They've got 9 on the shot clock here. So Derrick Rose working on Wanamaker. So Rose started 4 of 4. He's 1 of 6 since. We mentioned he had been struggling. Bazemore finally missed a corner 3. You don't mind if the score stays like this, but when you've had 2 fourth quarter leads evaporate on this trip, you'd like to see a little positivity. Emmanuel Quickly with a step back 3. And if the Knicks want to keep missing, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
And taking contested threes, which is not their strong suit.
Pascal getting downhill. Now, for the second half for New York, these last 2 games, even though they won 4 out of 5, how about a 34-point half against Orlando and a 42-point half against Minnesota?
They've really struggled in second halves. And see if the Warriors can take advantage of that. You want to stay solid defensively, make them take tough shots. Tough threes are nice. And then you have to execute on the offensive end. Be decisive and make quick decisions.
Trying to get a bucket here with this unit. All that collapse on Wiggins. Ooh. And Wanamaker had that block by Derrick Rose. So this Knicks reserve unit is not scoring, but their D is awesome. We got 2 minutes of shutout basketball. And D. Rose will get to the line. Tell you, in Chicago, when he was the MVP, he was represented by a very shady lawyer named Bob Myers, who was his agent. I don't know what happened to Bob. But everyone who loved basketball, when Derrick Rose blew out his knee, it hurt. And then to see him resurrect his career has really been awesome.
He fought so hard to get back, and he still has some explosiveness and some quickness. When he gets in the game, he plays a really good role for the teams he's on. Same with the Knicks.
Warrior Basketball Academy is reopened in the facility in Oakland in a limited time, offering a free physically distanced Shoot 360 workout on GSWacademy.com. And, Kay, because you had the knee injury, just, what that does to someone's psyche and mentally and the whole bit. And it's not easy. And I don't think fans really get an idea of what players go through in those significant injuries.
It takes a really mentally tough person to go through that rehab, the tedious, redundant rehab, and come back and be as athletic as he is.
Well, the Warriors very cold here to begin the fourth, and they're not getting anything inside. And nice steal, and Pascal will pick up the foul. He just took it from Derrick Rose.
Hey, he's the bigger human being, the stronger one. Just caught Derrick Rose off guard. And something's happening here. I saw the little twirl of the fingers.
Yeah, are you getting a challenge here? Will be an interesting one.
So
now, you know what they might want to see? Is this a clear path?
There you
That's
go.
what it's going to be.
There you go.
That's what you saw the twirl for. Josh Tiven in his 11th year, the crew chief. He's done 39 playoff games. So did it begin in the backcourt? It did.
Got Obi Toppin.
It's a leaner.
Yeah.
It's a leaner. I would say that Rose was side by side with Pascal. So to me, I don't know that they go clear path, but it's close.
I think
very close.
It needs to be clear, too, that it's clear path. A clear path is what you need. Okay. I don't think that was a clear one. Is enough clears for you?
But that's, for Pascal, give me an idea, him playing the 4 versus the 5. I mean, a huge adjustment? He'd been doing small ball 5.
Not a huge one. You may have quicker defenders at the 4 if you're going up against slower bigs at the backup 5. So it's a little bit of an adjustment. And I think one he's capable of making when it comes to figuring out, okay, how do I attack the quicker players? He may be a little stronger than some of the guys he's guarding. So you can back him down, get a little closer to the rim.
Last 5 for Pascal, 12 points, 5 rebounds.
There was no defender in front of the play at the time the foul was committed. It is a clear path to the basket. It's going to be two free throws. Golden State ball on the side, 22 on the shot clock.
So what Josh is saying is...
I was wrong there.
Well, no. He's ruling that Pascal was ahead of Derrick Rose. We said, I thought he was about the side of him, but that Pascal was ahead of Derrick Rose, and that Obi Toppin, the point player you pointed out, was not ahead of Pascal.
He wasn't.
Okay, so
it was a close one, but...
So that is that's the clear path, and that will be free throws plus possession.
See if
and the reason this rule exists is they don't want fouls from behind. Fast breaks are a big, fun part of the NBA.
See if this gets Eric Pascal going.
So 1 out of 2 from the line, but possession as well. Tell you what, between Looney and Wiseman, Steve Kerr's got to be thrilled at the center production tonight.
Definitely. And with this group, you're running sets, so you want to make sure you execute. Andrew Wiggins is going to get the ball a lot. You got to get the ball in bounds first.
Yeah, the turnover on the inbounds, and then fortunate that Burks didn't finish. The outlet now, the Warriors running back. Pascal's in the middle, and Pascal just ran over Derrick Rose. So, if you're DVR in the game, don't watch the last 40 seconds because that was pretty ugly all the way around.
It's like the Monstars came down and stole everybody's talent for the last few minutes. But usually he sidesteps or something. It looked like he was about to try to sidestep, but he decided to a little too late.
That is a legit charge. You still got about 3 minutes before Steph and Draymond come back in. But the Knicks, they can't make a basket. I mean, what's happened is 3 minutes have come off the game, and neither team has any traction at all offensively. Understatement of the season, since they haven't made a field goal. We've had only free throws, and it stays that way. They are number 1 and number 2 in field goal percentage defense, so...
Yeah, no one's really creating anything easy. You got to get a little more creative, both teams.
Yeah, quickly had Pascal on a switch. Now he's got Looney on a switch. And every guard thinks they're going to beat Looney, and they never do. And Bazemore stepped in beautifully to knock that away.
Help the helper. That was perfect.
There's something to the basket. Man-involved movement. Or just a Eric Pascal on former teammate Alec Burks ISO. Taj Gibson was there. And Pascal.
It's tough.
And Gibson contested that shot. And we're going to get to a mandatory. Both teams will be happy. But Derrick Rose, our first fourth quarter field goal occurs 4 minutes in. So if the Warriors hadn't had 2 rough fourth quarters on this trip, he wouldn't be as nervous as they are right now.
Behind the wheel of a Toyota truck, capability meets legendary durability. So you can take on just about anything, on the road or off. Wouldn't it be nice to hit the road in a new Toyota truck? Get $500 cash back on the powerful Tacoma or choose $1,000 cash back on the rugged Tundra. All Toyota trucks come with Toyota Care complimentary scheduled maintenance. Toyota, let's go places.
Wendy's didn't start the the chicken wars. They just ended them with Wendy's new classic chicken sandwich. Nothing beats this classic. Grab it now in Wendy's 2 for $5.
Sing to it.
Sing to it.
Sing to it.
You know your love. Keep on lifting. Higher. Higher and higher. I said your love. Lifting. Higher and higher. I said your love.
When it comes to your financial health, just a few small steps can make a real difference.
Learn, save, and spend with guidance from Chase. Confidence feels good. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Our climate is changing fast, but together, we can help save our planet. We're talking eco-friendly solutions. Join the fight to save our climate in crisis.
The lead at 6 with 8 minutes remaining, and you know the story. The Warriors had the lead in Orlando. They had the lead in Charlotte. And you'd like to say, oh, they're getting good looks. Well, the fourth quarter, they're not getting good looks. The Knicks defense has been good, and the Warriors haven't made a field goal.
Steve Kerr is going, what can I draw up for this group in here? You're going to have to get creative, run a lot of set plays, need to execute. If the Knicks are switching your screens, maybe you screen your own men, maybe you slip some screens, maybe try some fake handoffs, and you may just have to try to rip it through and get by your man. See if they want to play consistent, good all-ball defense, or you could just bring on Steph and then go from there.
Well, I mean, Steph is going to come in 2 minutes earlier than normal.
Interesting.
Which I think gives you an indication that this game is a little more important than you might imagine. Draymond's right with them. Bazemore missing that three.
Well, that's the thing with Steph out there. You got someone that's going to draw a double team, and you just try to play out of that, make them rotate.
So Derrick Rose and Taj Gibson playing with Burks, Toppin, and Quickly. And Quickly fouled by Bazemore. Now, you've done a good job of limiting fouls in this game. You don't want a Knicks parade to the foul line in the fourth quarter.
Especially those. That's not really a threatening drive. You weren't really in a bad way to where you had to foul or they were going to score. Those are the frustrating ones. A good double team, you're still in good position defensively, and you let them off the hook.
So Taj Gibson with the shot clock at 8. Quickly's going to get another running start here. They double Quickly. Gibson the decision maker. Draymond saw it.
The help and recover. He fooled the offensive player.
Oh, no. Wiggins loses it. And so the Warriors still without a field goal, but now you don't want the turnovers to pile up. Derrick Rose didn't want the three. And they kick it out. And Toppin will launch and knock it down. And so it's not an instant replay of Orlando and Charlotte yet, but it's starting to feel that way.
You talked about them losing that lead. Now you're trying to quell this momentum any way you can.
Get a 13-point lead in the third. You're in good shape heading into the fourth, but you haven't scored until now. And Draymond finding Pascal.
That was so smart. They weren't playing Draymond, but Draymond, instead of settling for the three like they wanted him to, you just take up the space and make it to where they have to commit or you're going to score, and then you make the pass.
And one field goal so far, but protecting the 5-point lead. They double Rose. Bazemore dared Quickly. He didn't pull the trigger. And Quickly turns it over and then fouls Bazemore.
There you go. Off the double team. Quickly's a little indecisive there. You're switching when you need to. Decisive switching, staying away from mistakes. Make them make a play. Make them do something.
I mean, if you're a young guy, you're 1 of 5, and you're given that shot, and then you don't take it, and
they got him thinking a little bit. They got him in his head. He is a rookie. Make him make a play.
And so Elfrid Payton is in. Thibodeau making that adjustment. Midway through the fourth.
Oh,
Wiggins kind of ran into Steph. Steph was shot clock at 7. Draymond comes to bail out. There's the ultimate bailout, a Curry 3. And the Knicks really are playing quality defense, so Randall now will handle.
And Steph and Wiggins weren't on the same page there.
Draymond's there. Randall couldn't get the shot up. Burks knocked away Draymond Green. And then they foul Curry in transition. And these are where the team fouls are piling up right now.
Draymond's so good defensively. Making it tough on him. Active hands. No mistakes. Helping. Ready to help when he needs to be ready. And that's how you get out in transition. That's how you get the tempo where you want it against this slow-paced Knicks team.
Yeah, Draymond's got a block, 2 steals, 11 assists, 8 boards, 7 points, and single-handedly is trying to drag the Warriors across the finish line with the help of Curry. Randall kind of held Steph initially there. Wiggins has a good look. The Warriors cannot buy a basket. I mean, we're talking a 1 for fourth quarter right now. Barrett, kind of a wild shot and out of bounds to New York.
He wants to.
Now, Draymond's asking Steve Kerr, and he's looking behind the bench for the video, whether or not they want to challenge who the ball is off of. You saw him say, "I promise you."
They're going to do it.
There will be a challenge.
Draymond was so adamant. Coach Kerr was like, okay, I'll challenge.
Every possession feels like it's going to matter unless the Warriors get untracked offensively.
The new Detroit style from Pizza Hut, where the sauce goes on last. Yeah, you heard me. Last. That's what keeps the crust light and airy. It's kind of blowing my mind right now. Try the new Detroit style today. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Quick release and splash! Let's go!
Absolutely feeling it.
Oh, that's a touchdown!
The Warriors do it again.
Let it rain, Dub Nation. Get all your game info at Warriors.com.
Chris Mullin, Hall of Famer, member of the original Dream Team, 5-time All-Star, 14 years as a player with the Warriors.
Darrell Wright, first-round draft pick, straight out of high school. NBA champ, 11-year NBA vet, 2 years with the Warriors.
I'm Bonte Hill. I'm not gonna lie, I suck at hoops. But I'm the host, and I can talk Dubs all night long. Warriors pre- and post-game live on NBC Sports Bay Area.
This year, the holidays will be different. There'll be presents wrapped with care and toasts to the new year. But the biggest gift you can give the veterans in your life is to stay home for the holidays. It's the gift that will help keep everyone healthy and ready for hugs and big family gatherings when we all can get together safely. So for now, connect with your loved ones at a distance, knowing that you're helping protect the veterans who protected our country. This year, stay home for the holidays.
Next summer, the Games return for an Olympics unlike any other.
Beginning of the broadcast, we called it a redemption game for Draymond Green, our Ram player of the game. 7 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. And Randall's got his points, but he's 7 of 17 because Draymond's been everywhere defensively. And I think he just won a coach's challenge, too.
There you go. This is when he's at his best. And Coach Kerr trusts him. It's a successful challenge. Got him. Look. See? Told you.
Just having fun with C.J. Washington.
See, I like to see that. Draymond and an official smiling at each other.
And Draymond, we saw it, we said it. He told Steve Kerr, I promise you, it's off of them. The score in the fourth quarter is 7-3. Knicks. Where's 5:11 left in the game here?
It's wild. See if the Warriors can get going offensively here. They're working defensively.
They're going to need something. Pascal cutting. Oubre's got a wing 3. And then a rebound by Randall. We love the defense holding New York to 7, but a 3-point quarter on the road in the fourth as Derrick Rose is denied by Draymond. Taj Gibson, a new opportunity. Payton down the lane, can't finish, and there's Draymond again. His 9th board. Can he get something close to the basket? And Oubre couldn't finish that.
It's the right mentality, though.
And a little body foul that will count that basket as Elfrid Payton have an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Eric Paschall's dumbfounded. It's like, what did I do? What am I supposed to do? He may have gotten him with the body maybe a little bit, but that's a tough call.
So Elfrid Payton, he's got 18. Randall's got 23. Derrick Rose 16. The 3 Knicks in double figures.
Well, they're going to keep attacking the rim. That's what they do best. That's where most of their points come. And Elfrid Payton has really done this the whole game. And it's interesting because he's so one-dimensional. He can't shoot. But he's still found ways and lanes to get to the rim.
The Warriors have 3 points in the fourth. Draymond, the decision maker. The floater doesn't go. They're still stuck on the one made field goal and the Paschall free throw.
They're staying home on Draymond, making him score. Double team Steph. Let's make Draymond beat us.
Randall, he senses it's not Draymond, except Draymond was there from the weak side. Randall has tied the game.
He stayed with it. Most aggressive to the ball. Quick jumps.
3-minute and 40-second game. Curry for 3. There it is.
That's so big time. That high pick and roll. Taj Gibson is trying to figure out, okay, do I stay back or do I come up? He was too far back as far as Steph's concerned.
The defense has been excellent both ways in the fourth for the Knicks and the Warriors. Draymond sends Derrick Rose away.
The versatility from Draymond on the defensive end.
Steph, he may take it into his own hands. Missed the jumper there after hitting the 3. Can you win a game with a 5-point fourth quarter? I don't think so. But you're up 3 inside 3 minutes. Derrick Rose missing, and it was Looney that changed that shot.
That was smart from Derrick Rose. They were zoning it up on the backside there, and he just tried to get to the weak spot.
Curry, all that attention. They leave Looney and Draymond alone. Curry, shot clock at 7. Steph tried the rip through. Turn, step, fire, rattle out. Stuck on 5 points.
This is crazy.
You've had the Orlando loss down the stretch. You've had the Charlotte loss down the stretch. Randall for 3. Taj Gibson, the big rebound, and he is fouled. Now, I wish I didn't know that the NBA record for fewest points in the fourth quarter is 2, but I called that game Warriors-Toronto in the Eric Musselman era, and the Warriors blew an 18-point lead, and then the game went to overtime. They were outscored 20-2 in the fourth quarter, and then lost on a Morris Peterson 3 in overtime.
That's wild. Well, the Knicks are the lowest scoring team in the league because they play so slow. So this is their kind of game. The ugly, grind it out, a lot of stoppages, slow-paced type of game. So this is their comfort zone. The Warriors got to figure out ways to get some easier opportunities. Try to get to the rim on the other side, get stops on this end.
So Taj Gibson makes them both. You're up 1 with 2:16 left. The Warriors' last 6 losses, 5 have been by 5 points or less. All these tight games. And heartbreak twice on this trip. Oh, Wiggins made sure he didn't have that turnover. Drop it inside for the Oubre dunk. That might be the play in terms of Andrew Wiggins saved the day.
Jayhawks working together. Just get to the paint, draw that defense in, make the right decision. Kelly Oubre's man leaves him. Find him.
2 minutes of crunch time. Elfrid Payton has had a wonderful game with 19. Drives again. Payton denied by Looney.
Yeah, he gapped him perfectly there.
They feed Draymond at the hub. They kick out to Looney. He's not going to shoot it from there. Curry will. His three. Rimming out. Looney tapping it. But here comes Barrett. Full head of steam. Knicks have numbers, and then Draymond will commit the foul. Steve Kerr wondered if Barrett and Randall, if he had to travel there.
Warriors have been in so many close games. We were talking about that in the open. Figuring out how to close. And this is a pretty good pass from Andrew Wiggins getting into the paint. He's looking at Barrett down there trying to play two under the rim. He made the right decision.
And Barrett,
that's big.
74% free thrower. That probably was a travel, so the big rebounder in the sky.
Ball don't lie. Rasheed Wallace would say that.
He probably would.
You want to box out here, someone get the shooter. If you're the Warriors.
Barrett 1 out of 2. So a minute 26 left. 2-point lead in the ball. You've had 2 heartbreakers on the trip. What happens the final 86 seconds?
The President's Day Sell-a-thon is on at your California Ford dealers, which means great deals are on across the lineup of Ford SUVs and trucks. For a limited time, you can get $4,500 total cash off a 2020 Ford Ranger Lariat. Plus, the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 is here. Come drive it for yourself. We're open today and ready to get you huge deals on America's best-selling brand. So get on the road to your California Ford dealers or shop on buyfordnow.com because the President's Day Sell-a-thon is on. Hurry, these deals all end March 1st.
None. I have none. Not at all.
When you look at the Chase schedule to finish off the first half of the year, at Indiana, back end of a back-to-back tomorrow, Charlotte, the one home game, and then look at that road trip. At Lakers, at Portland, at Phoenix. That's 3 of the top 6 teams in the NBA.
These teams are all in the playoff picture. Take it one game at a time. Get your preparation down. Be ready to play.
So you think about February, where the Warriors have had the 5 losses by 5 points or less. And in crunch time, the offense just has not been there enough.
Well, you think about with this game, they're trying to take away Steph. They're double teaming his pick and roll. They're saying, Draymond, we're going to stay home on everybody. We're going to take away your best ability, which is your passing. And you have to make layups and awkward floaters and all of that. So let's see what the Warriors go with. If they go with a Steph pick and roll, you got to expect a double team, figure out how to play out of it.
Yeah, Knicks have won 4 out of 5. They've been playing good basketball. On the inbounds, Draymond set that screen, and then Curry will flip it in and draw the foul. So he heard the whistle, felt the bump, floated it in, and an opportunity for a 3-point play.
That's why he's so lethal off the ball. They start him off the ball. Draymond sets the handoff screen. Taj Gibson tries to switch onto him, but Steph is coming off of there so fast. There's the low 5s with Bazemore, his boy. He's coming off of there so fast that Taj can't keep up. He's already got a full head of steam, and Taj is starting from basically a stationary position where he's sliding the other way first, and now you got to change direction and keep up with this speedster, Steph.
So Steph's got 32, knocking down the free throw.
Execution at a timeout, no surprise for Coach Kerr.
13 straight games for Curry, over 25. Passed Kevin McHale tonight for 88th all-time in NBA history in scoring. And you've got a foul on Looney as Gibson went to set the screen. That was kind of a weird one.
That's interesting. They're just trying to switch the screen. No, that's the frustrating ones that I'm talking about. Like, there's no, you got to make them make a play, make them make a shot. You give them a foul like that. Now they put points on the board with the clock stopped. You still got time, but it's such a close game. Every possession is so important. These are the things we're talking about. Cutting down on the mental errors, the mistakes. You get a little over-aggressive. You're excited, you're playing good defense, you switched it well, you got it under control, and then you foul them, and they haven't had to make a threatening drive or anything.
So the offense for defense substitution as Bazemore subs in. Gibson makes them both. It's a single possession ball game, but 3-point lead plus the ball here. They take the ball out of Steph's hands. Draymond wants to get it back to him. Oubre attacking the baseline, and Oubre will get to the line.
That's how you stay ready. You're not waiting for Steph to make something happen. They want a challenge. And I saw body to body at the rim.
This is a foul. This would be a silly challenge. That's a foul right there.
And he's sandwiched between the two defenders. It's such a good attack from him because he saw Randall had an awkward closeout.
Now, you could say Barrett went straight up.
That's the thing.
So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
that second angle.
Just challenging the foul called on the floor.
That second angle may be interesting as Oubre went to shoot it. But for the Warriors, so many good things in that third quarter, and then you credit the Knicks in the fourth. Their defense was excellent, and the Warriors' second unit was relegated to shooting jumpers.
And now this may come down to, okay, how do the others play with Steph getting double teamed?
Yeah.
Do you stay ready to attack like Kelly Oubre Jr. was there and take advantage of the fact that they're going to be scrambling out of Steph's double teams? He's going to get rid of the ball. He's unselfish, and sometimes they're trying to start him off the ball and let him come off his screens, but you have to stay ready to attack. Be ready to make a play so Steph can count on you, and you may be able to get it back to him as he's going to keep moving without the ball.
Yeah, so for the Warriors, so many tight games. When you think of Boston, then you think of San Antonio, and then Dallas, and Orlando, and Charlotte, all losses by 5 points or less. You got to try to grab this game some way, somehow.
Yeah, you're just trying to cut down on the mistakes, no mental mistakes, and make sure you're solid on the defensive end. Don't bail them out with cheap fouls. Make them do something really good to score instead of just giving them fouls and letting them get free points at the line.
Now, we saw a second angle where you could make a case that Barrett went straight up, and it was Oubre's kind of momentum jumping into him, and Barrett gets that principle verticality.
And body contact is fine if they go straight up.
If they go straight up. I don't think Randall committed a foul, so this is going to be a very interesting challenge and review. The first angle, we like, hey, he got him with the body. Second angle really showed Barrett going up and down.
This is why I love the challenges. It's strategy, and you save them for times like this, late in the game where it's a huge monster call.
And Josh will tell us right now the final result.
Upon review, the challenge is unsuccessful. Barrett turns in midair, and there's hip-to-hip contact. That is illegal contact. 2 free throws coming for Oubre. New York loses their timeout.
So that is a key word. Incidental contact is fine. Illegal contact is a foul. And it's the turn of the body for the hip-to-hip. Had he gone straight up with the chest-to-chest, probably wouldn't have been a foul.
They don't want people getting those hip pointers. I used to get those all the time. The bruises on the hip are the worst.
So Oubre to shoot 2, but not insignificant as the Knicks lose a timeout.
Oh, that's big. That's big. These are big free throws, too.
And Kelly, 73% on the year, makes it a 2-possession game. That's key, making the first one. So Oubre's got 17, continuing his fine February.
Calmly knocked those down and then point at someone in the crowd.
They're playing the Knicks and the clock right now. They want to go to Randall. And the Warriors make him go to the other side of the floor. Derrick Rose had picked up the dribble. Elfrid Payton gets Looney on a switch. Payton down the lane, and that's a blocking foul.
And you got no challenge. You used it already.
Wow. Watch Payton on this drive. The pickup dribble is here. 1, 2, 3. Very close in terms of kind of the run.
Unless they call it on Looney with the initial right hand to try to slow down his drive. If they're calling the foul late, there was nothing there. Maybe early on in the drive.
73% free thrower. Payton is 3 of 3 tonight. And again, there's a basketball karma on occasion. It just seems that way.
And that wasn't even close. Sometimes it's close, it goes in and out. That's not a good look.
But rebounding is key for the Dubs. They've been out-rebounded tonight, 56-40. He made the second one. Hear Draymond saying early because Randall went into the lane.
Easy. You're in good position here. Still up 4.
Clock's in your favor, too.
Clock's in your favor. Take your time. Get something good.
And you've got the right guy handling, but you said double team. He goes away from it. Step down the lane. Drop it inside to Oubre. What a delivery by Curry.
Just outsmarted him in the vision, the goggles. Incredible.
Now Randall. And Oubre just took it from him. Just took it from him. Now they got to foul Curry. The first month of the season, Oubre would be in the corner expecting a pass out for the wing. Now he's moving without the ball, and Curry finding him.
First of all, if you double team Steph and he gets past it like that, it's over with. He's going to make your play. You're in such a compromised position. And the bench, they were way more excited than that. There you go. They're celebrating there. But the precision from Kelly Oubre Jr. to strip that last one, that was not easy to do. And he just snatched that right out of Randall's, and he was just left staring at the ref, dumbfounded.
That was the Andre Iguodala maneuver.
Basically.
So Curry, the closer here, 8 of 8 from the line.
Steph was just tired of all the double teams. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to give this one up. I'm going to outsmart him and just go away from this.
Randall just got his second tee.
Frustration setting in.
And he has been ejected.
Now, you know what? He's a little embarrassed, I think. The way Kelly Oubre Jr. just snatched that one from him, and then you got to kind of be mad just to make people feel like you were wronged or something.
I'm going to ask you a rhetorical question as Curry hits the technical. Did you enjoy the game at Chase Center with 80 free throws, or have you enjoyed this game with 43 free throws?
I actually like the 80 free throws. I like when the flow of the game is just terrible and a lot of stoppages.
55 fouls and 80 free throws.
That's my style.
And in a Draymond Green ejection where they gave him his money back because he was yelling at James Wiseman and got inadvertently tossed from the game.
Yeah,
so
Draymond's happy to see someone else get ejected here. Randall going out.
You know, this could be a revenge week. The Knicks got you, you got them.
There you go.
Indiana got you, you got a chance. Charlotte got you, you see them Friday.
Why not?
So Steph Curry, welcome back to the two-time MVP. It was nervous time in the fourth as Bullock finally hits the 3.
You got to foul.
And keep fouling Curry, and he's going to get to that 40 that Chris Mullen predicted in Warrior pregame live. He's got 35. How many more times are they going to foul him?
Put this one out of reach. It's a 2-possession game right now. If you hit 2 threes, if you hit these free throws, it's pretty much definitely over. But Steph, the Knicks double team, they thought it was a foregone conclusion that he was just going to give it up and make someone else make a play. Steph's like, I'm going to cross this over.
Yep.
And you fall asleep. I'm getting to the rim, and then I'm going to draw that next defender and make the right pass.
Now, the Indiana game tomorrow is a weird oddity. The Warriors played Charlotte on the back end of a back-to-back, but Charlotte had a week off due to health and safety protocols. The Warriors are going to play the Pacers tomorrow on the back end of a back-to-back, and the Pacers have had a week off due to health and safety protocols.
Well,
so Domantas Sabonis and Malcolm Brogdon and friends are well rested.
Yes, they are.
So Curry knocking down a couple more free throws. Final 10 seconds. No need to foul anybody. Derrick Rose and Oubre yielding nothing.
Was that Draymond that yelled that? He's like, beat that up with another word added in there. He knew Kelly Oubre was about to do that.
So for the Warriors, it came down to crunch time. It was a 3-minute game and tied. And then Curry happened, along with Oubre. And an amazing game by Draymond with 9 rebounds, 12 assists, 7 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals. So they get one on the trip. The back end of a back-to-back on the way to Indiana. They come to America's most famous arena. And Steph Curry leads the Warriors to victory. Warrior Postgame Live is coming up next.
For a long, long time, when Steve Kerr first arrived as the Warriors coach, they would not lose back-to-back games. This team finding out a different way to grind, but they will not lose back-to-back-to-back games. And none of us were thinking about the Orlando game. or the Charlotte game at all, right? We knew even when it got a little bit grindy there and the Warriors couldn't score in the fourth quarter, they would find a way to win the game. So they do break the mini 2-game winning streak. Welcome in studio. Took it to Warriors postgame live. Greg Papa, the Hall of Famer, Chris Mullin, and Darrell Wright is with us as well. What a game. We're going to talk to Draymond Green coming up in a moment. In light of the way the game ended on Saturday night, you knew he'd come out with purpose tonight, Darrell. He was flying all around the floor tonight, had 7 quick points in the first quarter. Julius Randle almost matched him with a triple-double, but Draymond really made him work tonight.
Yeah, I thought he came out and set the tone early. You know, Julius Randle just got the nod for his first All-Star, so I thought he did a great job on the defensive end. I also thought he did a great job playmaking, so a great bounce-back game for Draymond, and I'm pretty sure he's happy about the win.
Draymond.
At Central on Sportsnet Ontario and Sportsnet East, while the Wizards and Clippers can be found on Sportsnet 1.